and today I'm introducing the nGenius Private Cloud, or EPC. So you will hear I say nGenius Private Cloud and EPC during the webinar. So EPC is our on-premise network management platform that deliver cloud-style simplicity without cloud dependency. So nGenius Private Cloud is designed for the organization that if you need a total control, enterprise-grade security, data sovereignty, but you don't want to compromise the model management capability. So the EPC is the one. So think of this nGenius Cloud, you deploy entirely on your terms. So you decide where it runs, who access, and where your data live. So let's dive into it. So first we start understanding nGenius Private Cloud, right? Again, what it is, how it deliver a self-host network management platform that give you complete control over your infrastructure. So next, we'll discuss why private cloud, right? Explore the key drivers behind this approach, including the full data ownership, compliance, assurance, flexible deployment option, and complete administrative control, right? Then we will look the target industry, kind of highlight where nGenius Private Cloud is strong fit, such as healthcare, education, government, enterprise environment, those with strict compliance and the data sovereignty requirement. So from there, we're going to move into the technical requirements, kind of covering the hardware specification, support the operating system, and the firmware requirement to ensure the successful nGenius Private Cloud deployment. So then I will walk you through the deployment and onboarding. So including the installation option, device discovery, registration workflow, the network assignment process, right? So finally, we're going to wrap this up with the licensing and management. So where we review the nGenius Private Cloud license framework, which is the Connect license capability. We're going to talk about more about at the end of the webinar. So just want to make sure you guys hear me okay. So loud and clear. If you have an issue to just let me know. So all right, let's start by defining what nGenius Private Cloud actually is. So nGenius Private Cloud, right? EPC, self-host, centralized network management platform run on your own server or virtual environment. So it delivers the power and convenience of the cloud style management without relying on public controller or, everything stay within your infrastructure. So unlike public cloud, nGenius Private Cloud keep all the configuration data, logs, and credential local, right? So nothing's push a third-party cloud. This make nGenius Private Cloud ideal solution for you or IT or NSP as a system integrator or organization that require full control over their network, right? Security posture and the deployment environment. From the operational standpoint, nGenius Private Cloud provide the cloud style management with on-premise control. So you still get the centralized visibility across all the network, true single pane of the glass experience. You can do remote configuration, role-based access control, all while maintaining the data ownership and compliance. So it's kind of important to know that nGenius Private Cloud is not a stripped down or limited version of nGenius Cloud. So this is a kind of full feature management platform architect differently by design, right? The difference isn't the functionality, is where the management plan lives. So with the nGenius Private Cloud, it lives on your terms inside your environment. So, and from a device perspective, nGenius Private Cloud manages the full nGenius portfolio, including the access point and switch. We're going to talk about that in a second. So from one unified interface. So in short, nGenius Private Cloud gives you efficiency of the cloud, combined with the ownership, security, and control of the on-premise management, right? So make powerful option for the organization that demand both flexibility and sovereignty. So okay, so organization choose nGenius Private Cloud because it deliver enterprise-grade control without limitation. So first, full data ownership and compliance, all the configuration data, logs, credential remain entirely within your environment. So nothing is sent to the external cloud, right? This is critical for organization with a strict security regulatory requirement, right? The healthcare, education, government, where the standard like HIPAA, FERPA, like FERPA or CJIS must be met, right? So by keeping data local, nGenius Private Cloud simplify the compliance auditing, right, and ensure complete data sovereignty. So second, NSP enterprise scalability. So again, nGenius Private Cloud is built to scale efficiently, support tenant segmentation, managing large device fleet with ease. Managed service provider can just operate a single centralized platform to manage multiple customer, while enterprise can scale from the single site to hundred of location, right? So with the support up to 3,000 device per server, unlimited network, so nGenius Private Cloud basically grow as your business grow, right? Another key reason you can see from the slide is flexible deployment, right? Give the IT team full control over where and how the platform runs. So you can deploy nGenius Private Cloud on the local server, in a private data center, or on your own cloud-based virtual machine. So whatever best align with your infrastructure strategy. So there's no proprietary hardware requirement and no forced deployment model. So finally, EPC, provide complete control over the assets, right? Custom authentication rules. Now, nGenius Private Cloud, you can integrate with existing security infrastructure. So it's kind of allow organization to maintain full control over who can access or manage the network. So at its core, the nGenius Private Cloud is built for organization that demand enterprise-grade control. So scalability and security, right? So whether you are managing a single highly secure site or hundred of devices across multiple locations. I just want to make sure. Okay. All right. Ingenious Private Cloud is a purpose-built for organization that cannot or should not rely on public cloud controller. So due to security, privacy, or compliance requirements. So let's look at a few key industry where this matters most. Starting with healthcare, right? Including the hospital, clinics, medical campus, in these environments, patient data must remain on site to comply with HIPAA regulation, right? I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with the HIPAA. So network configuration logs or credential cannot leave the facility. So basically, Ingenious Private Cloud ensure all the management data stay within hospital local network, or the simplifying compliance and kind of reducing all the complexity. So same as education, K to 12 school to university and the private institution, student data privacy is protected on the FEPA or FERPA requirement. So school need on-premise control and safeguard sensitive information, right? So Ingenious Private Cloud kind of allow the ID team to manage campus-wide network while ensuring the student and faculty data remain secure and local. Government defense, right? Requirement are even stricter, like agency, defense contractor often must comply with the CJIS, those compliance where the public cloud service may be restricted or prohibited entirely. So Ingenious Private Cloud provides secure multi-site on-premise network management without relying on the cloud. So, and enterprise organization and managed service provider, many enterprise have internal security policy that limit prohibit cloud-based controller, right? So Ingenious Private Cloud was enabled the secure multi-site management. So so again, the common thread across all these industry is the same message we hear repeatedly. Our compliance team won't approve the cloud, or we cannot send the log out of our network, right? So with Ingenious Cloud, you can deploy the platform in the environment that make the most sense for your organization. You can starting with a dedicated physical server. Ingenious Private Cloud can be deployed a standalone x86 server in your data center or your server, right? So this option is ideal for the mission critical environment that kind of require the maximum performance, strong isolation, dedicated resource. So it gives you the organization full control and predictable performance. You can also deploy the deployment on the virtual machine, right? Ingenious Private Cloud, you can run on common visualization platform such as a VMware. So this kind of approach enable rapid deployment, right? Easy scaling, flexible resource allocation. So make it so popular choice for the IT team that already invest in visualization. So the third option is a private cloud VM, private cloud virtual machine. So Ingenious Private Cloud can be deployed in private cloud environments such as AWS, more specifically is AWS EC2, right? So this combine the operational benefit of the cloud infrastructure with complete data control, allowing the organization kind of maintain the ownership while still gaining the scalability and flexibility. So the flexibility is what allow Nginx Private Cloud to scale cleanly across industry, from single site secure environment to large multiple site enterprise. So now let's talk about the hardware and software requirement for Nginx Private Cloud and how Nginx Private Cloud scale as your environment grow, right? Starting with hardware requirements, so Nginx Private Cloud scale based on three main factor, right? The number of the device being managed, the amount of telemetry data collect, and the number of the concurrent administrator accessing the system. So you can see from the table here, the small deployment we have it's around 100 device with a two CPU core, 4 GB RAM, about 50 GB storage. For a median deployment, it's around 100 to 500 device, and I recommend the 4 CPU core, 8 GB and 100 GB storage. Again, if you want a large deployment, you have a 500 all the way to 300 device per server. So private cloud can be deployed with the 8 core or higher, right? The CPU core, 32 GB RAM, 200 GB storage. So all the deployment run on the x86 based platform, whether that's a physical server or virtual machine or even a cloud-based instance. On the operating system side, the Linux is also recommended, for the production environment, or so Nginx Private Cloud run the common Linux distribution that support Docker, right, including the Ubuntu 20.04 LTS or later, or Debian 10.6 or later, right? So EPC can also run on the Windows, provide that WSL2 is enabled and Docker desktop is installed. So this option is often used for the testing a small environment, while Linux is preferred for the long, bigger side. So in short, the Nginx Private Cloud is lightweight, scalable, and flexible. So allowing you to size and deploy appropriately. So whether you are managing a small network or 100,000 of devices across multiple sites. So Nginx Private Cloud is designed to centralize manage the full Nginx product portfolio from a single intuitive platform. So on the access point side, Nginx Private Cloud support both indoor and outdoor. You guys can see the slide here. I kind of put the AP and switch diagram, image here. So including Nginx Cloud and Nginx Free model. So this gives you a flexibility to deploy the right hardware for the different environments, whether there's indoor office, campus, warehouse, or outdoor deployment, right? So while managing everything through the unified interface. Nginx Private Cloud also provides centralized management for the network switch, again, supporting the cloud and fee switch family. So allow IT and NSP to manage wire and wireless infrastructure together. You simplifying provisioning, monitoring, and ongoing operation. So on the right side of the slide, you will see the required device firmware version. This table outlines the minimum firmware level that needed for different device category to be supported. So managed by Nginx Private Cloud, right? So ensuring that this device meet this firmware requirement is important for compatibility, stability, and across the latest management feature. So it also enabled the centralized management across broad, scalable product portfolio, giving organization the flexibility kind of to mix device type or models while still maintaining the consistent control and feasibility. So now let's walk you through how easy it is to deploy and manage your network using Nginx Private Cloud. So the installation process is intentionally simple and designed for both IT as system integrator, NSP. Once the Nginx Private Cloud is up and running, you access it through the secure web interface that kind of guide you through the defining your organization, create a size, assigning the administrator. So there's no complex command line work info, so which is significantly reduce the setup time and deployment effort, right? So in the private cloud, Nginx Private Cloud deliver a fast, kind of predictable installation experience. I'm gonna show you in a second. So, but also pair with a powerful, intuitive interface. It provide enterprise-grade control, keeping network management simple and efficient. Okay, so first, you will download the Nginx Private Cloud network management software and install on your own server or virtual machine, right? So you can find the download icon. This page we just releasing this morning, so you'll be able to find the Nginx Private Cloud landing page on our website. So again, you can see the download icon directly on the Nginx Private Cloud page. Simply click download to get started. So if you install on the Windows, just run, executable file to launch the installation process. So in this example, I will be showing the Windows installation screenshot. So if you like to explore the look and feel before installing, you can also access the Nginx Private Cloud demo at any time. On the top right corner, you see the demo, right? You can send us our Nginx Cloud, right? We have demo site for you to explore. So installation is straightforward and designed to be as smooth as possible. So Nginx Private Cloud use Docker to ensure consistent, reliable, and fast deployment across different environments. And on Windows system, it leverages WSL2 for optimal performance. So during the installation process, the system automatically check all the required prerequisites and guide you step by step through the setup and kind of minimizing the manual error, reducing the risk of error. So once the installation is complete, Nginx Private Cloud is immediately ready to begin discovering and onboarding device, kind of allow you to move quickly from initial setup to active network management. So you will begin installation process by simply follow the step-by-step instruction, right? Download, just clean, provided by the EPC. So this guide workflow make so easy to deploy Nginx private cloud. So even for the first time user with no complex configuration required, right? So once installation is complete, then you can finalize the setup and click the finish button to complete the process. And you can place to the next stage of configuration. So you can click the Manage EPC in browser icon before you finish, which will be automatically redirect you to the Nginx private cloud web interface. From there, so you can immediately begin the sign up process and complete the initial setup. So again, just wanna just bear in mind during the installation, you will first check whether the Windows subsystem for Linux is called WSL, right? It's already installed on the system. So if WSL is not detected, it will automatically enable for you. So when prompt, simply select yes to kind of restart your computer or server, so the required change can take effect. So after the system restart, you can run the EPC installer again as an administrator to kind of continue and complete the installation process. So once the installation is complete, so you will find the EPC icon in your application list. So you can go ahead to just double click the icon to launch Nginx private cloud, right? When the EPC start, a command window will open in the background. So this is normal and indicate that the EPC services are running. So you don't need to interact with this window. So at the same time, Nginx private cloud becomes accessible through your web browser. So you can simply open a web browser and navigate to here's the example, localhost 8080, right? So when you will be redirect to the Nginx private cloud login page, from here, so you can sign in, or if you already sign up, so you can sign in and begin the configuring and managing your network through the web-based interface. So again, this approach keep the backend service running quietly and in the background, while it gives you clean, intuitive browser-based experience for day-to-day management. So starting with a device discovery, so Nginx private cloud, we support both automatic detection, manual registration. I'm gonna talk about that in the next slide. I'm gonna show you the screenshot in a second. So devices are automatically discovered as long as they are Nginx factory default device. Is supported by Nginx private cloud. So such as point switch, so you can connect to the network with the internet and allow Nginx private cloud to kind of quickly identify device on the local network with kind of minimal effort. If automatic discovery isn't an option, Nginx private cloud also support manual registration. for those of you who are familiar with Ingenious Cloud, you can simply enter the device serial number and kind of similar to Ingenious Cloud experience, click register to proceed with onboarding. So again, to keep everything organized, Ingenious Private Cloud uses hierarchy structure, right? At the top level is the organization, which acts as the main tenant boundary. With the organization, you create a network which represent the logical grouping of device. Inside of each network, you kind of manage individual device, including access point switch. So this structure make easy to manage permission and scale across multiple sites. Again, next is device assignment. The process is straightforward. I'm pretty sure all you're familiar with the process if you have already used Ingenious Cloud, right? So select the device you want to assign, click Assign Device to begin with the process. So from there, you can choose the target network, and once the assignment is complete, the device come online and appear to the dashboard, so ready for configuration and monitoring. So Ingenious Private Cloud, again, just want to show you the screenshot. Use clear hierarchical structure to kind of build around organization, network, and device. This hierarchy is essential for scaling your environment without sacrifice visibility and or control. So organizations serve as the top level container, right? So network define logical grouping such as the size or location, and device reside within those networks. So it's identical with the Ingenious Cloud, right? So this model work equally well for like enterprise with multiple departments, or if you're the managed service provider, you're managing multiple customers, right? So maintaining this instruction, Ingenious Private Cloud ensure the clean separation, between the environment, better organization, simpler, more efficient long-term management. So once Ingenious Private Cloud is installed, onboarding device becomes simple and highly efficient. So if you have a factory default device that are connected to the same local network, are automatically discovered by Ingenious Private Cloud. So this allow you to kind of begin the onboarding process with a minimal manual effort. So this automatic discovery significantly reduce the setup time and enable the faster deployment. So device can be brought online and managed almost immediately. But please bear in mind this has to be the brand new or factory default device. So if you have for remote location, your device can be manually registered. We kind of mentioned about in the previous slide. You can manually register, kind of using the serial number and kind of secure link to the platform. So ensure that the device outside of the local network can also be on board quickly and safely. So this flexible onboarding kind of approach support both local and distributed deployment scenario, right? While keeping the workflow intuitive, consistent, and easy to kind of repeat as your network scale. So once devices are successfully on board, the next step is assigning them to the appropriate network, right? This is where Ingenious Private Cloud truly simplify the day-to-day operation. instead of managing device one by one, nGenius Private Cloud allow you to kind of group device logically based on the location or the customer, right? So after the device is assigned to a network predefined configuration policy, firmware rule, monitoring setting are automatically applied. So ensure consistent deployment kind of reduce a lot of menu configuration or kind of maintain the reliability and performance. nGenius Private Cloud also deliver real-time. This is dashboard. Kind of show you real-time monitoring, allow historical data visibility across the entire network, right? From a centralized dashboard administrator, you can instantly view the device status, traffic usage, and performance trends, right? All in one place. So this comprehensive visibility enable proactive troubleshooting, instead of reactive problem solving, right? So rather than just guessing where the issue might be occurring, so you can rely on clear data-driven insight to kind of identify the potential problem early and resolve them before the end user impact. So administrator can easily schedule firmware update, roll out the configuration change, and maintain the consistency across the device and site from a single platform. So this is centralized approach, kind of reduce the downtime and minimize manual effort. It's kind of help ensure the network remains secure and up to date. So more importantly, it provides confidence that all the devices are running approved firmware version and kind of standardized configuration. And across the entire deployment. Okay, so as you move into this kind of like a switch page, I want to show you it's similar or almost identical as nGenius Cloud, right? As you move into the port section, this provide you a clear visual layout of each port, the real-time status. So you can instantly identify link speed, whether the port is active or disconnect, and which port designate as uplink or providing PoE. So, and you can also see the color code. Color code indicate make it easy to understand the port condition at a glance. So, in addition, the interface provide device level detail such as MAC address, LAN IP address, STP information. With all this data available in one place, troubleshooting and port level management become faster, more precise, and easier to manage. So on the switch detail page, in the nGenius Private Cloud, so you similar as nGenius Cloud, you get a comprehensive view of both the device and every individual port, all from a single screen. At the top, you can quickly see key system information such as model name, firmware version, IP address, MAC address, and overall configuration status. So give you immediate confirmation that the switch is online and operating as expected, right? When you're scrolling down, the detail page table give you granular control and visibility. So for each port, you can feel the speed, deeper settings, VLAN assignment, including the untagged, tagged VLAN, the PoE status, priority, PFID, QoS flow control setting, right? So this level of the detail allow you to kind of manage port individually, so still maintain consistency. So Ingenious Private Cloud also allow administrator to easily define the user role with a different permission level, ranging from full administrative across the limit or ready-only permission. So when inviting a new team member, you can assign access at the organization or network level. So ensuring each user only see and manage what they are responsible for. So this kind of role-based access control is especially important in the environment with shared responsibility. Managed service provider, large IT team. It kind of helps separate the duties between administrator and operators, and fewer, without compromising the visibility or control. And by limiting the access to only what's necessary, so it kind of improved over security, strengths, accountability, kind of reduce the risk of accidental misconfiguration, at the same time, it definitely enhance the operational efficiency, allowing the team to collaborate effectively, within a control and well-defined management framework. Okay. It is called Ingenious Private Cloud provide basic network management without requiring any additional licensing. So again, basic network management without requiring any additional license, right? So this means you can deploy the Ingenious Private Cloud on board the device, manage the network right off the box. But for some of you or most of you, if you who really need more advanced capability, Ingenious Private Cloud also offer the optional license that unlock additional feature based on specific requirement. Let's starting with the Connect license. So this license enable cloud connectivity and across subnet management. So it allowed the Ingenious Private Cloud to kind of check its status, with Ingenious Cloud and buy with other license like AP license or Pro switch license. More importantly, enable the remote management of the access point and switch across different subnet through the device registration server. So the Connect license also established secure cloud tunnel. I'm not sure you guys still remember SkyKey or Feed Controller, that the security cloud tunnel between Ingenious Cloud and the local Ingenious Private Cloud. So allow the remote access without opening additional firewall port, right? It kind of provide the one-click access to your Ingenious Private Cloud directly from the Ingenious Cloud interface. So we have an AP Pro license, unlock the advanced access point features. License is ideal for the environment that require more granular wireless control, enhanced performance, or advanced AP level capability, right? Similarly, so the Switch Pro license also enable the advanced switch feature, allowed the customer to take advantage of a deeper switch management. So that's option there. So Ingenious Private Cloud licensing is designed to be flexible, scalable, and you only pay for the capability that you actually need, right? Whether there's remote management or advanced AP feature or the advanced enhanced switch feature. So making the nGenius Private Cloud is more for everything from the small deployment to large multi-site deployment. So, okay, let's talk about more about the Connect license here. So with the Connect license, nGenius Private Cloud, again, we mentioned in the previous slide, enables secure remote management of the access point and the switch across different subnet and location. So let's start with the network requirements. So for remote connectivity, TCP port 443 need to be configured with the port forwarding on the nGenius Private Cloud firewall. So this allows secure HTTPS communication between a remote device and the nGenius Private Cloud. So in addition, nGenius Private Cloud must have reachable public IP address. So device can establish management connection. So if you're running multiple nGenius Private Cloud instance, each one should be assigned a unique public port to ensure the service operate correctly without conflict. So now let's look at the operation flow. First, nGenius Private Cloud register its public IP address and port. So with the registration server, so device come online, it queries the registration server to determine which nGenius Private Cloud instance it should connect to, right? So the server then provide nGenius Private Cloud the public connection detail, so allow the device to establish the secure connection back to the nGenius Private Cloud. So once connect across subnet and remote management is fully enabled. So from an operational perspective, this kind of unlocks several key benefits, right? Administrator gain the real-time visibility across all sites from a single centralized dashboard, right? So regardless of location, and security is enhanced because the management traffic remain encrypted. So no additional firewall port are required beyond the standard HTTPS. The operational costs are reduced by minimizing the on-site maintenance and truck roll. And the IT team, right, can perform remote troubleshooting and configuration from anywhere. So the Connect license kind of extend nGenius Private Cloud beyond the local network. So it provides a scalable, secure, efficient way to manage distributed environment. So whether there's multiple branch office, remote site, or different customer location. So again, manage your network anytime, anywhere with nGenius Private Cloud, right? It kind of empower administrator to remotely monitor, configure, and troubleshooting multiple network over the internet through the device registration server. So this approach kind of deliver real-time visibility across all sites and strengthens security through control and equip the assets. It kind of reduce operation costs and minimize the need of on-site maintenance. So allow you or IT and NSP to kind of manage distribute network efficiently from anywhere. Again, nGenius Private Cloud, we talk about you gotta have a reachable IP address. This public IP address from the screenshot you can see here what remote access point and switch used to locate so connect back to the nGenius Private Cloud instance. So if the device is confirmed to be associated, so nGenius Private Cloud, the registration server kind of provide the device with the nGenius private cloud public IP address and the port information. So use this information to the device establish secure management connection back to the nGenius private cloud, right? Again, at that point, so nGenius private cloud, you can manage the device across different subnet and the remote location, just as you were on the same local network. So in this example, the nGenius private cloud indicated, you see the AMS pop up, right? The internet access is not available. So because of this nGenius private cloud, if you want to do the remote management, it's unable to retrieve a serial number from the nGenius license manager, so which cannot register with nGenius Cloud. So without this registration step, AP Pro feature and Switch Pro feature cannot be active, right? So this message kind of help you to quickly identify that if you want to do the remote management, the active internet connection is required for the license validation and the cloud-based. If you have a Pro, kind of like license feature enablement. So once the internet connectivity is restored, nGenius private cloud can successfully communicate with the nGenius Cloud. So the system will automatically retrieve the serial number, complete the registration. So it kind of allow license features to become available. The screenshot below, I kind of show you where the remote management is configured within nGenius private cloud. So on the system remote management, and at the top you can see the field registration, cloud registration option. This setting control how nGenius private cloud connect to the nGenius cloud service for the device registration and the remote access. So to enable this feature, nGenius private cloud connect license is required. So on the right side, you also see the cloud registration status, right? That kind of indicate whether the nGenius private cloud is currently connected to the nGenius Cloud. So once you enable and properly license, the nGenius private cloud can securely register itself, right? Allowing the device in remote or different subnet to the locate and connect back to the nGenius private cloud instance. All right, so to active advanced feature in the nGenius private cloud, okay, you will start in the system menu on the inventory and license. From here you select connect tab. So this section kind of display all the connect license associated with the nGenius private cloud instance. You can to add a new license. You simply just click add license in the top right corner, right? A pop-up windows will appear where you can pass the license key, provide, and after entering the key, you can confirm the agreement and just click add license to complete the process. So, once the license is successfully add and activate nGenius private cloud, you can immediately unlock the corresponding feature, right? As cloud connectivity, cross subnet management, and secure remote access. So basically, the license status and remaining duration and clearly displayed to give you full visibility into the license usage. And so this kind of streamline the workflow, make license management quicker and straightforward, ensuring the advanced, nGenius private cloud capability can be enabled in just a few clicks. So after entering the license key, it would display the summary of the license detail for review, kind of including license type. So in this case, Connect license, the number of the unit of the license duration, the key days such as issue, activation, and expiration, right? So you before to complete the process of Ingenious Private Cloud, kind of present important confirmation message, right? It's kind of like once the license is added to the organization, it cannot be withdrawn or removed. However, you can still move the license between organizations that manage, right? It gives you more flexibility in multi-organization environment. So after review all the detail, you can simply confirm to finalize the license assignment. Once confirmed, the license is immediately active and associated with the Ingenious Private Cloud feature become available. So okay, after adding the Connect license to your Ingenious Private Cloud, so you can find Ingenious Private Cloud serial number directly on the Ingenious Private Cloud dashboard, the screenshot I show you here. Simply copy the serial number from the dashboard and use it to continue the registration process in the Ingenious Cloud. So once the registration is complete, Ingenious Private Cloud is fully linked with Ingenious Cloud. So you can enable the cloud-based connectivity, remote management, and access to the license advanced features. So now you have a serial number of your Ingenious Private Cloud. You can sign in to your Ingenious Cloud account, right? You can select the organization where you want to register this Ingenious Private Cloud. So from there, you can navigate to the inventory license, and you can select the device tab, and you can just click register device. At this point, you can in the previous slide, you see the serial number, right? You can return to that the Ingenious Private Cloud dashboard to kind of copy the serial number and pass it into the serial number field. So once the serial number is entered, you can simply click register to continue. So this kind of complete the registration process and link the Ingenious Private Cloud instance to your Ingenious Cloud organization. It's enabling the license validation remote management feature. So next, check the Ingenious Private Cloud box. You can click Assign to the network, then select the network where you want the Ingenious Private Cloud to reside. So once the assignment is complete, the Ingenious Private Cloud will appear in the list with the cloud icon shown in the screenshot right here, indicating that is successfully linked to Ingenious Cloud. So from this page, so you can access the local Ingenious Private Cloud interface by clicking, if you can see, I kind of circle the Connect hyperlink. So Ingenious Cloud automatically establish a secure tunnel from Ingenious Cloud to your local Ingenious Private Cloud, right? So kind of allow you to manage Ingenious Private Cloud remotely without opening any inbound firewall port. So this kind of approach kind of simplify the remote access while maintaining strong security, kind of make it easy to manage Ingenious Private Cloud from anywhere without additional network complexity. So again, if you require advanced functionality for access point and switch, you can add the AP Pro and Switch Pro license. So the license can unlock enhanced features, capability beyond basic management. So it's kind of allow you more granular control, is more advanced configuration, and improve the performance across your network device. So similarly, like once the AP Pro license is added, so you can control how advanced feature apply using the feature plan setting. I'm pretty sure you guys familiar with Ingenious Cloud if you currently using the license, from the device tab. So you see the feature plan, option for both access point switch. By default, device operate under the basic plan, right, which does not require a license. So when you select Pro, Ingenious Private Cloud will prompt you to confirm the change and highlight the additional feature that will be enabled. So before applying the Pro plan, so Ingenious Private Cloud kind of verify that the fairly Pro license is available, right? If a license is not present, so Ingenious Private Cloud clearly indicate that a Pro license is required before you continue, right? So once confirmed, the Pro feature are automatically applied to the associated device. So again, approach give you flexibility to kind of mix basic and Pro device within the same network, ensuring the license are only used when advanced functionality is truly needed. All right, so to wrap this up, sorry, I have 1 minute left. To wrap this up, so let's summarize the key benefit of Ingenious Private Cloud and why it stands out, right? First, again, we talk about that in the very beginning, right? Total control of and privacy, right? Ingenious Private Cloud, you can operate with zero external cloud dependency, So meaning all the configuration log and credential remain entirely within your own infrastructure, ensure full data ownership, strong data sovereignty, and simplify the compliance without relying on third-party cloud. So next, scalable multi-tenants, right? Ingenious Private Cloud is designed to grow with your organization, supporting unlimited network, right? Up to 3,000 devices per server, right? Make ideal for the NSP or enterprise managing multiple customer size, location, departments from the single platform. Finally, the Ingenious Private Cloud deliver enterprise-grade security, right? By keeping management on premise, so organization or you can meet the strict compliance requirement such as HIPAA. We talk about FEPA, CJIS. Is still, but while maintaining the full control over sensitive network data and access. So, Ingenious Private Cloud. In conclusion, Ingenious Private Cloud deliver the perfect balance, cloud-like, Ingenious cloud-like management, convenient, combined with on-premises control, security, and compliance. So enabling organization or you to kind of manage network efficiently without compromising the data sovereignty. All right. So one thing I want to add is the feature AP Pro feature and the Switch Pro feature is only support for the Ingenious Cloud AP and Ingenious Cloud Switch. It does not support on the Fee AP and Fee Switch. So, in other words, you can still manage for the basic plan. You can still manage cloud or Fee device, but if you want a Pro feature, only support Ingenious Cloud AP and Ingenious Cloud Switch. Hope that is clear and informative. For this webinar, I like to, I don't know how, it's 3 minutes over time, but I'd like to open the question and Q&A. So if you have a question, by all means, just leave. Oh, oops. I'm not sure. My voice has cut out several times, so hopefully it's not. Okay. So that's a good question. What product will be used the private cloud server for, right? So basically, let me go back to